friends. Greetings, everybody. Hey, Xanadu, we see you coming in. Hey, Lizzie, what's up? Beanie Goddess, greetings. Ike, greetings for the evening. Happy Thursday. Welcome. See some folks joining us and trickling into the room. I see Tony Plata is with us. That's a dope background, Tony. What is that? You have to tell us what that's about when next time we get you on. All right, don't forget, because my mind ain't what it used to be, so don't forget, okay? Bill Elkins joining us from California. I see you. Welcome. Mr. Tezazomok is in the building. Greetings. Hey, Julian. I see you brought the moon with you. Thank you. We were looking for it. Appreciate you. Juan Rivas, I see his return to us. Good to see you in the room. Nina, I don't know if I know Nina, but glad to see you. Happy to meet you. If this is your first time here, we're glad to have you. Messiah, greetings. I'm sure we'll see you a little bit later. Lizzie says, beanie blessings to the fam. Yes, so greetings to all those who are joining us. It's the New Eurekan Poets Cafe, Thursday night online open mic. Advocate of Words says, good day, Internet. You know how you do. So we usually give our friends a little bit of time to come in, trickle in, bring their drinks, their pumpkin spice lattes and such, and hot beverages and cold iced beverages, whatever you do. All right. Yes, Julian, I will throw you on the good luck round. So in the meantime, in between time, for the folks who are here, I will throw in the guaranteed list so you can see where you shook out to. Oh, nice to meet you too, Nina. All right. Don't worry. I'll drop that again. For the folks who are still joining us, if you don't see yourself on the list and you'd like to be on the list, then let me know in a private message. I like to call it our Zoom DMs, okay? And we'll get you on the good luck list. All right, perfect. Let me go ahead and put Julian on there. I see Gustav is joining us as well. All right, I hope y'all had a good week. I know sometimes it's hard to have a good week these days, but I hope it's going well so far. Maybe you'll tell me about it in your poetry. Hey, Gustav, jumping on with a big smile. Greetings. How are you? All right, we're going to give it 1 or 2 more minutes, and then we will jump in. Oh, nice to see you too, Juan. Greetings and salutations to you as well. Greetings, Kel and Melinda. All right. So as our peoples are joining us again, greetings to those folks out in Facebook and YouTube and Twitter land, where we are live streaming out to or available. If you missed some of the show and you'd like to run it back, you can certainly do it on those platforms. I myself, I am Ray Jane, RAYJANE. I am your host for the evening on Therapy Thursdays, as Gustav has thankfully put in the chat for us so we can remind us where we're at, right? Also known as Thunderlung Thursdays, also and originally known as the Thursday night online open mic, presented to you by the illustrious and legendary New Eurekan Poets Cafe. So here on the online Zooms, we are bringing to you poetry, music, and comedy. Those brave souls who have thrown themselves on the gauntlet, also known as the open mic list, have 3 minutes to share their own brand of magic, which can be within any of those realms and usually very entertaining. So those folks usually land themselves on the guaranteed list. And what is the guaranteed list? So sign up for the Thursday night online open mic. Happens 24 hours ahead of time at the neweurekan.org. Full events calendar. Go to Thursday night, but you do that on a Wednesday night since it's 24 hours ahead of time. You pick an artist ticket and boom, you're on the guaranteed list. And if you forget, Something happens around 9 o'clock. The cat goes crazy. The dog eats all of your homework. That's okay. You show up here at Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. Check out the guaranteed list, which I will drop in the chat once more. And if you don't see yourself, you send Ray Jane, that's moi, a Zoom DM or private chat message. And let me know you'd like to get on our good luck round. So we usually have space for about 5 or so people that we can fit in at the end of the show, who will be able to have, a little bit of time to share some extra magic before the show is over, okay? For those of you who are performing, please do put your pronouns and your IG handles in the Zoom box with you so we know how to properly pronounce you. If this is your thing, your shtick, your, way of making a little extra change, a little extra cheddar, a little extra cheese, please let us know your Venmos, your pen pals, your websites. Be prepared to put that in the chat so we know where to find you. We know how to support you and throw you a little dollar, a little something. You know what I'm saying? Please understand, this is a Zoom verse, okay? So we know things are going to happen. Technically, they might go wrong. It's all right if your sound goes out, your video's not videoing like it's supposed to. Just jump off, jump back on. Let us know you're back in the room and we will try to get to you. This is a loving space. It is a non-competitive space. It is a respectful space, and that's why we call it a safe space. We are only able to do that if you comply to those one and simple rule. Just please don't be disrespectful up in here, because if you get cute, you will get the boot. And what is the boot? Advocate of Words, RRMT, our producers in the background will throw you out of here, and we hate to do that because we love to have as many people and good energy in this space. But if you can't keep it safe with us, then you can go, okay? So with all of that aside, this space is a free space for us. So we take some time to say thank you to the folks that help us to keep it that way. So special shout out to our sponsors, the National Endowment for the Arts, the New York State Council on the Arts, the New York City Department of Cultural Affairs, Amazon Literary Partnership, and the New York Community Trust. As always, as I always say, if you want to add yourself to that list with a tax-deductible donation, you can hit us up at theneweurekan.org/contribute, or find us on Cash App, $New Eurekan Poets Cafe. All right, now the business is out of the way and we can get to the poetry, okay? So again, the guaranteed list has been dropped several times in the chat. For those folks who are hitting me up to be on the good luck round, I will get to you in response in just a bit. In the meantime, in between time, let's get it going, why don't we? So the first person on the list tonight is Lizzie, our own beanie goddess. Please unmute yourself and let us know what's happening.
Hey, beanie blessings to you, Ray Jane, and the community. It's a little warm, so I'm going to take the beanie off. Or I'm going to double bag. And I'm wearing a purple beanie today, actually, because it's Spirit Day, to honor LGBTQ youth, and to stop bullying and hate crimes against that community. If anyone's interested in learning more or supporting that community, you can purchase a copy of Out Loud, an LGBTQ literary art anthology, and you can DM me about that after. But I'm not going to read from Out Loud tonight. I have before in the past. But I am going to read a new poem called Dry Paint. I stare at the faded crimson paint that clings to the concrete of the borough queens. Rusted fire escapes hold pain, happiness, hoariness, dreams, and of course our fears. Stuck in a car while the rain pours down and cleans this fair city. I watch the action of thoughts sit like ducks in dirty puddles while the metropolis watches me. Can the skyscraper see I miss her, that I regret having her back in my bed for only one night? When the sex is great and you don't have it anymore, it sits in your clit chakra. While the hues continue to vanish like her back to Israel, I'm back across the park to the other river. Do I sit on the damp emergency exit outside my living room windows, pondering about a part-time lover? Or do I work through my anger, excitement, high sex drive, and scared ambitions, creating my own rays of sunshine? Thank you. Beanie blessings.
Ooh, yes, creating your own rays of sunshine. Indeed. Please let me allow the folks to unmute themselves and give you some love for that.
Lizzie! Yeah.
Thank you, Pam.
Well done, Lizzie.
Oh, yeah, Pam, way to set it
Good
off.
job, Lizzie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Good way to set it
Really
off.
good job.
Thank you.
Thank you for starting us off with some good energy. We are excited to be in the room. Glad to see you all in this space. And we are going to make our way through the list. The next person up is our Ed, who's now flamtastic, apparently, according to his Zoom box. Please let me unmute you, Ed, so you can tell the folks exactly why they call you flamtastic, okay? Go ahead, do you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do my thing. I'm on the flings. All right. Ed Flametastic, my name. XE is my game. Hope everyone could indulge in these flames. All right. I love your yellow. Make you look so mellow. Yellow. All right. This is called Galactic Ecstasy. Perfection is here. This yummy scrumptious you. Baby, there's nothing to fear. I want to taste your sweet honeydew. I know you feel a connection. You're glowing more than a star. You want that deep, stellar satisfaction. Don't worry, you receive a big, orgasmic shooting star. I want to explore your deep space. Let me in your vast pink Milky Way. Let me see the pale moons on your face. It's okay, you don't know what to think or say. Let's explore each other's enormous fantasies. You feel that, baby? Do you really feel me? You look so sexy and tasty. No, honey, don't be too quick and hasty. I want to make you mine. I want to taste your stardust wine. I want our universes to come aligned. I'm ready to conquer this form behind. I'm going to continue to conquer this planet. Oh my God, here comes enormous earthquakes. The wiggling alien has landed. It will concentrate while your pleasure aches and elevates. Honey, could you charge up my lifesaver? That's right, put it deep in your crater. This is a warm and pleasurable celestial equator. You're such a fluent translator. My lifesaver is fully charged. Time to conquer your soft land. It's time for a cosmic discharge. The gravity is too great. I need both hands. Look at those craters and marks. No, I love your imperfections. They're your mystical art. Enough talk. Let's perform a sensational abstraction. My thick probe is touching your scorching core. We're one in this tranquil twilight. You're moan and groan more. I'm going infinity beyond to reach your G heights. Your mountains start erupting. I need to extract some samples slowly. We're mesmerizing, humping while our bodies thumping. Some tunnels up ahead. I need to move in closely. This sexy magnetic force pulling me without end. It's going faster, faster, and faster. My mind and body has transcended. I need to ready my blaster. Your core is breaking. Time for a climactic big bang. Plans shaking form our deep awakening. The pink cosmos has rang. Your planets shiver and your black hole drips. You land on the ground. I can see the light spread across your lips. I just conquered something so sexy and round. My sweetie, my space adventure is over. Time to drift off into deep space. Come on, move in closer. Let's bask in the grace from our heavenly embrace. Thank you.
Thank you, Ed Flametastic. Please unmute yourselves and give Ed some love.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Good. Thank you.
Fire, Ed.
Thank you.
Fireman brings the fire.
Yes, bringing us some fire. Thank you, Ed, for always bringing us something to warm ourselves. It's getting a little cold outside, so we appreciate you for that. All right, next person up to bring us some warmth via vibrations. Looks like we're going to get some music. Is Mr. Tezazomok. Please unmute yourself and let the folks know what's up.
Hey, Ray Jane, how are you?
Good, good. Well,
We have story time tonight. All right, so folks can catch me on Instagram under Gashes 2019. I have a little excerpt with cliffhanger always. Mishkoat and the Sacred Bundle. This is from a writing prompt from Manuel Gonzalez, the poet laureate of ABQ, or he may be the old poet laureate of ABQ, and then he has a workshop for folks in that area called low writing workshop, poetry workshop. So folks are interested in that. So this was titled Mishkoat and the Sacred Bundle. Exterior La Quemada, Zacatecas, Mexico night. Today they sing the hallowed songs of Mishkoat, Iquique, the song of Mishkoat, La canción de la nube de las serpientes, the song is heard in the background. Chikomosto kinawaki, kanewapani sanin sanin, siwaktitlan kinawaki, kanewapani sanin sanin, kanewapani sanin sanin. Teyo min sanin sanin, kanewapani sanin sanin. So the old song, once murmured on the lips of the nomadic ancestors, fades in the background. Peoni. Do you remember the old days when the nomads wandered the Chichimac Desert? Coyotzin. You know, those were scary days, Peoni. Why do you say that? Don't you miss the old songs of the hunters? Coyotzin. I'm grateful for our kind having survived the hungry hunters. Glad for the nights when the Chichimec settled for the nopal cactuses, cooked over the fire embers. Peoni. Yeah, the way the slimy hearts were pulled from the fire and eaten. Sometimes, Coyotzin, sometimes they would forget which choconoslis to eat. You remember that? Peoni. Oh yeah, if you eat the yellow ones, they make you urinate like crazy. Coyotzin falls to the ground, rolls laughing. Peoni. Oh yeah. The green ones would make you constipated. Remember those fools squatting like eagles, golden eagles for hours out in the cholla fields getting eaten by the mosquitoes? Coyotzin laughing. Let me put another piece of wood in the fire. This night's going to be long and you are in a reminiscent mood. Peoni. Do you remember the great battles of Ispapalo, the obsidian butterfly? Boy, was she mean. Coyotzin. Oh yeah, she was always battling against the hunters. What were they called? Do you remember their names? Peoni. Oh yeah, something about 400. Oh yeah, the Senson Mishkoa, the 400 Mishkoa. Coyotzin. Their claim was they were the sons of Kamashli Mishkoa, the star children. Doesn't every parent think their children are stars? Peoni. Yeah, the everlasting delusion of monarchical ancestry. Coyotzin. Yeah, my great-grandfather was a Toltec prince from the loins of Huehuecoyo, the old trickster blues musician coyote. Peyotzin. All right. You're having too much fun with this. Don't go off howling now, you chinga tu madre blues coyote. And we'll stop there.
Love a good story. Thank you for bringing us story time. Please unmute yourselves and give.
That was really
Yes.
Nice.
I loved it.
Very interesting poem. Very good. Very good. Very interesting.
Thank you. We love that. Please. And please bring us the fullness of yourself, right? So sometimes you see Mr. Tezazomo singing to us with the guitar. And sometimes he's busting out these pieces that make us have to dig through our dictionaries and thesauruses. And other times we're kindling around the fire, going back in time. That doesn't really change much, right? As long as you keep this history in your mouth. So we thank you for keeping history in your mouth. And bringing us some good story time, Griot. All right. Next person up to bring us some of themselves is Bill Elkins. I think he's going to sing to us, though. Coming all the way from the West Coast. Please unmute yourself.
Hi, Ray Jane. How are you?
Welcome.
Oh, I love your glasses. Stop talking about picture of style. Anyway, I like to do an original. It's one that I've done before. It's called Ode to My Jane Doe. It's a song about somebody who really helped me when I was a teenager in terms of getting my life in order. And anyway, the song speaks for itself. Hope you like it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now that you're no longer here, sang your song at the avant-garde, but you weren't there to hear. Like a wayward checker on a chessboard, I went through the motions with fear. As I heard myself singing that fateful night, my eyes welled up with tears. 'Cause my sixth sense told me that something dreadful happened to you. You excited me and frightened me, mystical dark angel so true. You saw something in me I couldn't see or thought I could do. I was a babe in your woods, a diamond in your rough. You would often say, you took me under your wing, helped me believe in myself, but you are dead today. Oh, you are dead today. Where is your spirit now, dear friend? Now that you're no longer here. You were my folk singer hero, with a voice so beautiful and true. You called yourself Flash, not your given name, Mary, the hip thing to do in those days. So you will remain Jane Doe in death, as I sardonically called you in life. But your name no longer matters, your songs will no longer be sung. Those dark demons you suppressed by day finally got you in the night. So goodbye, sweet Jane, you died tragically and way too goddamn young. Goodbye, sweet Jane, you died tragically and way too goddamn young.
Woo! Great job, Bill. Please unmute yourselves and give Bill some love.
Bill! Yeah.
Good stuff there, man. Some good stuff. Liked it. Definitely good.
Thank you, Bill. All right, I'm sad for Jane though. Why she have to go out like that? That's kind of cool. I feel away. You know what I'm saying? We thank you for singing to us tonight, giving us a reason to sway, as per usual. All right, next artist up is Messiah Payne. I know I saw you in the room. Let me ask you to unmute yourself. There you are. You put the hat on. You're trying to confuse me.
How you doing? Good to be here with you all. I'm gonna recite two poems. The first is called Noetic. It's a short poem. I think, I reflect, but I do not know. How does knowledge avow a transient self? Is it not enough to know? Is it enough to modify or inflect what lessons and words come and pass without meaning or absolution? To know or even inflect absolute meaning is merely a reflection relative of time's mystery. To be is to make magic of the dark, esoteric, elusively clasped in hands bound by the golden threads of the nebulous deep. Life is a crest on a wave. Consciousness amplitude across a cosmic balance, which our perception touches the way soul touches heaven from the momentary perspective of minute sentience on the edge of our human world. And this second poem is a poem I wrote in a workshop that I did a while ago, and I'm revisiting this poem. It's been a while, so hope you like it. This final abjection, descent in raw repose, to attempting stillness when collapse is happiness, the deformation of tranquil heights. Without you, without your breathless cause for promise, broken becomes my sterile world. Without your touch, instincts become throttled by torches of dissent. The certainty of love's officiating inundation meeting its end. I've seen you in our time. Before the onset of departure, we've loved beneath the nature of aged wisdom, seething destruction beneath the surface of the rose that was your kiss. And your kiss was the shade of deep azure that carries like the sea my body to its fate of hopeless desire. I pause for a moment before the wound eternally met in my mind's swollen distress and reflect on your words. I will always love you. No words beyond do I need, and no words beyond will console or abate this empty shadow. Thank you.
Ooh, beautiful pieces. We've loved beneath the nature of aged wisdom. Come on now, please unmute yourselves and give Messiah some love.
Fire, 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 fire.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Fire, 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 fire.
Casting them spells out there, man. Let's go.
Talking about fire, bro.
Talking about fire, magic, all right? Casting spells, we're changing rooms, we're changing the energy. We love it, we love it. I don't know who you talking about, Messiah, but they getting some good loving from you, okay? It's a beautiful thing. We love to see it. All right, moving on from one fire artist to the next one, extreme piece of energy to the next infectious piece of energy. And that is coming from who brings us the gusto every Thursday night. He knows who he is. He's trying not to smile. We already see it for him. Just let it go, okay? Gusto, please unmute yourself and do your thing.
Okay, I have one brand new piece I wrote today and a cover as seems to be my want. Here is Infoxicated. Drunk on lies, you're infoxicated. Who to hate, you're being inculcated. Boob tube, brain dead, fear-filled, airhead, armed to kill the enemy, your own best frenemy. Break out of the infotainment present camp and come along with us, champ. Vote for freedom from their fear. Vote for love and our democracy dear. Vote that we might vote again, friend, for the work of liberty will never end. The hill is steep, but we can ascend. Vote blue and fight this fascist trend. And this next piece is by Brian Eno. It is called King's Lead Hat. Dark alley, black star, 4 turkeys in a big black car. The road is shining, bright shine, the wheels slide, 4 turkeys going for a dangerous ride. The lacquer crackles, black tar, the engines roar. A ship was turning broadside to the shore. Splish splash, I was raking in the cash. The biology of purpose keeps my nose above the surface. Oh, the king's lead hat put the innocence inside her. It will come, it will come, it will surely come. The king's lead hat was a mother to desire. It will come, it will come, it will surely come. In New Delhi, smelly Delhi, and Hong Kong, they all know that it won't be long. I count my fingers, digit counter, as night falls, and draw bananas on the bathroom walls. The killer cycles, humdrum. The killer hurts. The passage of my life is measured out in shirts. Time and motion carried, and time and tide. All I know I have is time and tide, and time is on my side. King's lead hat put the poker in the fire. It will come, it will come, it will surely come. King's lead hat was a mother to desire. It will come, it will come, it will surely come. The weapon's ready, ready Freddy. The guns purr. The satellite distorts his voice to a slur. He gives orders, finger pie, which no one hears. The king's hat fits over their ears. He takes his Modicate, cold turpentine. He tries to dial out 999999999. He dials reception, moving finger. He's all alone. He's just a victim of the telephone. King's lead hat made the Amazon much wider. It will come, it will come, it will surely come. King's lead hat put the poker in the fire. It will come, it will come, it will surely come. King's lead hat was a mother to desire. It will come, it will come, it will surely come. King's lead hat put the innocence inside her. It will come, it will come, it will surely come. King's lead hat was a hammer to desire. It will come, it will come, it will surely come. Thank you very much. Peace and love.
Yes. You are a hammer all to yourself, my friend. Please unmute yourself and give Gustav some.
Fire.
Serious lyrics, man. Serious lyrics, man.
Hey, shout out to all of y'all putting that hammer demanding desire. I don't think we're putting it to desire because we still got a lot of desire. So, the hammer's in there. We appreciate you, Gusto, for the gusto, for the new shit, and also for always bringing a little love for somebody else's work, right? And putting us on to some other artists to fall in love with. We appreciate you for sharing your space with somebody else's art, which you don't have to do, but you tend to do. And that is inspiring in itself. So thank you. All right, next person up who is inspiring us with her growth. I'll let her tell you for herself what she's got going on. She's out here, all right, doing it. And we are proud of you. Bianca, please unmute yourself. Let the folks know what's going on.
Hi, everybody. I know I've been gone for a couple sessions here, but I'm so glad to be back. So yeah, I did my very first poetic feature. So that was amazing with the time to arrive. And then now at the very end of the month on Saturday, October 29th, I'll be facilitating my very first workshop. So I'm so thankful. Big Sister Ray Jane has inspired some of that that poetic artistry that I'm going to be presenting to you guys. Same with Paul Conqueso, and he's the one that told me, he was like, art is not about taking ownership about it. It's about reconstituting it and making it, putting your little flair to it. So I'm so happy to have that first workshop with Moroccan poets, and I'm so happy to, have art inspire art. So with that said, I'll go ahead and drop the details of it after this piece. And since my workshop is about grief and healing, I decided to do a healing piece for you guys. And it was inspired by Miss Ray Jane's art defined workshop. So I finally put 2 and 2 together, and I hope you guys like it. So this one is called Healing Is. Healing is skincare, hair care, tending to your plants. Healing is, it's waking up early to ensure you have enough hours in the day to focus on yourself. It's making your bed and putting your laundry away nicely. Healing is lighting a blunt that ignites your cranial pondering and extinguishes the bullshit around you because that loud made everything mute. Healing is singing your heart out to a song that broke you, but you sing it like the ghost of yesterday came to haunt you for only one track. Healing is taking a breath rather than making a fist. It's looking in the mirror naked and falling in love with your imperfections. Healing is holding yourself like no one could ever hold you the way you want to be held. Dancing carelessly with no one watching, lighting Palo Santo and meditating. Healing is accepting your scars because it's a reminder you've been hurt but not broken. Recalling the recollection of trauma, knowing you didn't dial the wrong number, but answered it instead of leaving it on voicemail. And it's not because your mailbox is full. It's because you're tired of run-on sentences and stutters and lies. It's crying from peace and gratitude, not burdens and abandonment. Healing is forgiving yourself because the world does enough punishing. Healing is living your truth because society will feed you lies on an empty stomach and nourish your soul with deceit. Healing is letting the universe know that you exist and radiating energy with an aura of strength to match. Healing is beating the familial rug clean from ancestral despair, being swept under it for so long and no longer being afraid to walk on it with comfort, like house shoes are now an afterthought. Healing is quieting the inner storm inside of you. Healing is different, but that's what healing is. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for sharing your healing with us. Please unmute yourself and give Bianca some love.
Wow.
Beautiful.
That was so
God,
good. Really
Bianca.
good. That was
Let's
really good.
go. That's on the workshop too. I know it's gonna be fire.
That was beautifully read
Yeah,
as
I'm
well.
looking forward to your workshop.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
That's right. Please put your information in the chat, Bianca. As you can hear from the room, folks are getting excited about your workshop. Yes. We love to see you growing. We love and encourage all of you to step outside of your comfort zone, to see each other and the things that your co-artists are doing and choose to try it, right? None of us have caught fire and disintegrated yet. Some of us have caught fire, but we haven't disintegrated yet, right? So the same is true for you, all right? So we want you to push, try it, go for it, and let us know about it when you are so we can support you. All right, next person up is Ike Waltz. All right, another great storyteller amongst us. Please unmute yourself, do your thing.
Once I was fascinated by the Scottish ballad, that seemingly endless flow of drama, intertwined with obscure reality and surrealism, where the soft darkness in the underside of our soul mixes so freely with the cold darkness of a rainy overnight. And now, The Bold Raven, a postmodern ballad obscure. Son, what have we done to you? We gave you life, a crown, an orb, and a scepter. Why don't you talk to me? Son, what have we done to you? You took the regalia, I became the bold raven, and I gave my life for you. To forgive, a word so hollow. To forget, a life of sorrow. Why don't you talk to me? Eyes and ears say no. Why don't you talk to me? I don't bother God, but somebody needs to open up to me. There is a bold raven high on a utility pole, somewhere inside the darkness of light. What do I see? Nothing. What do I hear? The raven in me responding. Son, I say, I can hear you. Son, I say, I am near you. Son, I say, it took a long time to see you. It took a long time to be near you. Your call was coming like a song, a short day, a long night. A dead raven suffers in its fluffy featherbed, wilting alone. I drown in laughter. I drown in sadness. I'm divided about reality. I'm split about the little time we had, and all that through the middle of my head. It's like a long winter night. Darkness surrounds my soul. Candlelight, enlightenment on the mend. I hide myself in a bundle of despair. Yes, I was there, always, for you. The bold raven demands, I want one eye of you. I want a little life of you, so that the other eye can see what I ate of you. It's time to follow me. It's time to swallow you and tar your mind with these black feathers, the remaining shine of my dwindling past. Take my bold point of view. Watch me suffer to become the all of you. Conveniently, now I caught up with me, so I like you to rip that other eye and let you feel the last joy I have, eating something of me. Giving birth, the right I never knew. The raven pecked and pecked and pecked. That one eye he swallowed. My point of view now undivided. A rush of love I feel for you, but I kept insanity, freedom next to me. Old raven calls for me. He is waiting, and time is not forever free to stare into my hollow mind through that blooded hole. But we cannot forget anything and all. Now he flashes that surgical knife to cut into my white man's breast and serve me as perky delight. And you, and whoever else wishes, they would come to shut me up. Little pieces you can chew from that perfect Irish stew. In the shadow of my alone, the raven pecks my aged bones. Let me shred your last dream. How homesick have I been? And my trained heart will say, immigrant, let's dance. For the last time, let our Milky Way shine and advance. The bold raven has spoken. Not too soon, not too soon. The bold raven hides in a glistening garden, hanging from a toothless summer tree with no life, lifeless. And he keeps screaming nothing that I can understand. But he repeats repeatedly. Son, please speak to me. The grim raper delivered pretty flowers to me. Thank you.
Ooh, come on. Content and the read. Please unmute yourself and give Ike some love for that. Thank you.
Come on.
Wonderful poem. Very, very good.
Beautiful.
Very
Yes.
well written.
Love Ew.
Very, very well written.
All the way in the story
So
hour.
profound.
Oh,
I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I was in there. I was like, and then the Raven said, what? And then he did what? That's crazy. Oh my gosh. And what? Somebody does need to speak to you. You are right. I don't bother God, but somebody needs to open up to me. Now, if that's not a line, Ike, that's a line. So as we always do, we remind you, please don't leave any love in the chat. Your compadres in the room, your friends, your artistic community is loving on you, both verbally, outwardly, and also typing out some of the lines that are really resonating with them. So please do make sure you check the chat after your performance so you don't leave any of that behind. All right. Love that, Ike. I told you it was a great storyteller, right? I be trying to give y'all little hints about what's going on, you know. Next person up is Juan Rivas. Please, thank you so much for coming back to us. Let me unmute you. You can let the folks know where they can find you and let us know what's up for the evening.
You right, guys? Here in London, it's been a sunny day today. Hope it's been the same in America. Yeah, so you can find me on FB or Facebook. I like to shorten it, but just Juan Rivas. Type in Juan Rivas and I'll be there. The poem I'm going to read tonight is a little kind of whimsical poem about nature, about the environment. You know, because at the moment, the environment, people aren't really, you know, sort of putting as much attention as they should about it. And, you know, the environment is beauty. The environment is life, really, isn't it? We breathe through our environment. So I'm just going to read you a poem called Struggling Mountains, which just really conveys my struggle with the environment I dwell within. So let me begin. Erect, standing, tall-born structures, above altitudes inhabited by drifting doves, peaks that anticipate shrouding frost of painted tops, fulfilling promises of reaching further heights. In tumult, the hearts of mountaineers, anticipating sincerely the desire to climb, is insurmountable. A pulling geist that uplifts the frosty dews, crystallized by an immortal, endless shrine. Intertwined are the footholds and crevices that weave footmen's journeys. Nowhere to go but up, ascending this immovable, prehistoric summit that reigns over cosmic glistening skies and cascading lands of ice. Nearing immortal feats of immense admiration, an echoing call of an eagle who swoops, nearing the destiny that has been bestowed by nature. A call to bear its spanning wings as a mating takes place between two celestial beings. A mountain which bursts through anchored roots of land and soil, peeking into an unforeseen horizon of serene bliss, content in its own company of frosty desolation. Fragments which are unhinged and torn from its giant rocky body, in tumult, but unforgivably sturdy, quietly holding state within a preserved cold embrace. Droplets distilled, solidified, mid-flight, gently merging with other remnants of ice. A dormant being extending its glacier peak to the sky, a divinity which holds my struggle captive. Captive is my soul to the wondrous feeling that I might one day collide with a mountain that can convey my mountainous struggle with such elegant prominence and graceful pride. Thank you very much.
Elegant and graceful indeed. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
You're welcome. Please unmute yourselves and give Juan some love.
Juan, thank you.
Peace, 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 peace.
Man.
Cheers.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Fire. Please do drop your IG, your FB, you know, if you like the shortened version, that's all right, in the chat as well. We thank you for representing from across the ponds. We appreciate you for staying up and letting us know there's some sunshine going on over there as well. We need to know that, right? Thank goodness, because the world's going awry. And thank you for also reminding us to take good care of the world that's been caring for us, right? There's so many other things in our mouths besides, you know, keeping this earth maintained, because it maintains us all, whether we take time to acknowledge her or not, right? All right, so we are going to move on to our next poet. Withdrawn, I believe, was supposed to be next. He couldn't make it tonight. So we are going to move on to Joski with the dimples. I'm sure he's got some truth for us and certainly a vibe to go with it. Please unmute yourself, Joski.
Good evening, Ray Jane.
Good evening.
Are you hearing me? Okay. This is something I wrote about the big lie. They tell you that the dead come back to cast their ghostly votes. They tell you that a free and fair election is a hoax. They tell you that a golden bull should sit upon the throne. It's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. Voters stand in long, long lines for ballots they can't mail. And if you bring them water, they'll throw your ass in jail. Bowing to a despot whose every lawsuit fails. It's a lie, it's a lie, it's a lie. How many beans are in a jar? How many bubbles in a bar? How many light bulbs in a star? They tell you that the dead come back to cast their ghostly votes. They tell you that a free and fair election is a hoax. They tell you that a golden bull should sit upon the throne. It's a lie, 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 it's a lie.
told you. Didn't I tell you? True. And a whole lot of rhythm. Please unmute yourselves and give Joski some love.
Beautiful song, beautiful song.
Joski, everybody needs to hear that.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful lyrics, man. Loving the lyrics, loving the lyricism.
Appreciate you, Joski. Real.
Loved it.
Look at you, look at you. You got the whole room on fire. Everybody loved it as they should. That was wonderful. Please go vote. Please go vote. Please go vote. I don't know how many times and how many different ways we can encourage you, but we must take advantage of the gift of being able to vote. Not all of us have had that gift. Not all of us will have that gift if we don't exercise it while we can. All right. That's my little bit on my soapbox because, you know, this is how we do it up in here. Okay. So I see CC, our Shraga, has come back into the room, and I would like to give you an opportunity to share. So first, we're going to hop over to Advocate of Words to let us know what's been going on at the New Year, what kind of things you can look out for, and then we will get to CC. All right. Go ahead. Do your thing, Advocate.
What's going on, sis? Thank you for giving me this time. Halloween is coming up. So on Saturday, the 29th, we have what's called Body of Arts. It's run by our house manager, Ralph. Those of you who are familiar with the cafe know exactly who Ralph is. We're going to be having a Halloween costume contest. We're going to be having live performers and, of course, music. And, of course, there's going to be live painting, which is always at Body of Arts. So that's on the 29th, and that's a Saturday. And then Sunday night, we have this salsa band from Puerto Rico who plays every last Sunday of the month. They are going to be here. It has been awesome. So if y'all like to get into some salsa, make sure you come check it out. And then on Monday, not only, I want you to join me on the Monday night online open mic. Like, I want them to be with me, Ray Jane, right? But listen, I got to tell them, right? On Monday from 8 to 10, we have our open mic in the cafe. It's going to be Halloween themed. And then after that, at 10 o'clock, they're going to have their own after party with a DJ. It's going to be like costume, everything. So if you're doing that on Monday or Sunday or Saturday, all 3 days, make sure you come and you check it out. And real quick, I'm about to bow out. For those of you who didn't see on Monday, in terms of the anthology from the online open mic, it is moving forward. We have not forgotten about it. I have been meeting with possible interns who are going to help with the organization of that. So I just wanted to give everyone the update. Nonetheless, Ray Jane, sis, let's get back to therapy. It's been a long week for me. I'm enjoying myself. Appreciate it, Ray.
Yes, you know we love you, Advocate. Thank you for holding us down. For those of you who don't know, Advocate of Words is our program manager at the New Yo, bringing us new, fresh ideas, new ways for us to experience the joy of creation and performance. So please make sure y'all give Advocate some love. I know it makes him uncomfortable, but that's exactly why you gotta do it. Okay. We appreciate you. If it wasn't for you and Bruja and all the folks who've come before us, we would not have a space here, right? We would not have a place to get this love that we have just pouring out of us. So we sending you some love for that long week. Know that you'll be ending strong as you always move with strength. All right. All right. Next person up, bringing us some strength and movement and creation. I'm so glad that he was able to bring his Stetson back into the room with us. We appreciate seeing you. CC, I'm going to unmute you. Go ahead and do your thing. I don't think we can hear you yet, CC. Just go ahead and unmute yourself.
Okay, how's that?
That's better. Go ahead.
Hi, okay, let there be sound. And there were poets. Thank you. Yeah, I had a birthday thing I had to attend. Thank you. So I appreciate, sorry about being there late. And I'm sure I missed some amazing, beautiful words. So I have a lot happening on the 30th. I'll put it in the chat. I got a book release, poetry art band, and an art opening all in one on the 30th in Middletown, Connecticut. If you guys want to come up from New York, I'll put all that in the chat. This is from a manuscript called Happy Birthday, Love. Is there a time limit? Teach me a little. We look at 3? Okay.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Go ahead.
All right, we're good. All right, let me
Keep an eye on my ass. Beautiful. Mirrors watering my mind, wash me through the end of time. Be the air my mind rests in, bring me to where peace begins. Rain on flames that burn my trees, my branching thoughts, my dreamings breeze, my waves of natural calm ideas that bloom and die through all lies real. Fear comes pushing love away, wanting hatreds reach for prey. Soul revenge turns pain to needs. There's no resolve in the predator's feed. Kingdoms, castles, dungeons, graves, survival only wins its ruins. Pleasures cannot capture home, nor hold love as possessions owned. When sleep wakes up, the monsters come. Fear's belief is on the run. For the victim's hostage, you are not. War's endings are subconscious plots. Love's most twisted road to hate feels for nothing in its way. Steals all giving with wants take, is afraid of equals opposite. Growing goes to war with knowing. Wasting time steals both clocks' hands. The soul pretends to wear a mask as if life without one can't face death. Enough of deaths that cannot die, where fears are friendships weaponized to track and try to torture kindness. You are blinding love can see through blindness. So I'll put everything else in the chat. Thank you for your time and your love. I'm sorry again if I missed a lot of beautiful words. And Middletown, Connecticut, 3 events in one, all free. Buttonwood Tree in Middletown. Tell your friends, I'll share the flyer. It's a brand new flyer. I hope there's no typos, and thank you, and appreciate you getting me in.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you for being here. Please unmute yourself and give CC some love for that.
Dude. Y'all putting on a whole master class of storytelling tonight, man. Let's go.
Elemental, I hear you, and you are talking the truth. All right, it's story time up in here, and we are so happy for it. Thank you for bringing us your experiences and the very different and unique ways that you're able to express that, right, and inspiring us in doing so. And thank you for making it. We're glad to see you and hear you as always. Tony Plata is up next. He's also going to let us know about that artwork he had in the background. See, I ain't forget, Tony, all right? So please unmute yourself. Let us know what's up. How you doing?
What's up, beautiful people? That mural is actually done by Tats Crew in the Bronx, in the Port Morris section. Unfortunately, it's no longer there. They knocked that area down, and they're just building some high-rise buildings, so part of the gentrification of the South Bronx. So thank you. Thank you for having me. So I just want to share something I wrote. It's called Mornings in the Bronx. Where I'm from, you can hear the thundering roar of the 4 train over the screams of your boys as they yell, "Hey, yo, hey, yo." Pigeons purr as they watch overhead, waiting to swoop down from the streetlight for a meal of your dropped breakfast. Where I'm from, you can see kids playing skelsies as they blast each other's caps across the hot blacktop, a game of rough touch football where the sewer is touchdown and the parked cars are out of bounds. Single moms rushing with their kids to the bus T, hurry up, we're gonna miss the bus. Brick buildings are the canvas for the graffiti artists as they pay homage to their fallen. Rest in peace, Daddy-O, love your boys. Where I'm from, you can smell farina with cinnamon as mom stirs it ever so slowly so it doesn't get lumpy. Café Bustelo as mom runs into the kitchen yelling, La leche, the milk, turn off the stove. The scent of Mistolene as Dolly the super mops the building's floors. The stench of trash as the garbage truck idles right in front of your car. Where I'm from, you can feel the warmth of the sun as it passes through the whip window shade, the bass of the car's music waking up everyone as it vibrates and sets off every car alarm on the block, sleep in your eyes knowing you should have come home early last night. Ah, but to be young and free, knowing you'll be back out tonight and sleep will have to wait. Where I'm from, you can taste the dryness in your mouth that is a desert, onions mixed with ketchup and cheese and fries as you remember that you had way too many White Castle murder burgers last night. Colgate toothpaste washing away all the sins of the night. Mom's Avena with the log of a cinnamon stick that hits the spot just right. Where I'm from, mornings in the Bronx. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Shout out to the BX all day out there. Thank you for giving us that history lesson, letting us know what we lose with gentrification, which is often the art of our communities. Please unmute yourselves and give Tony Plata some love.
Yes.
Wonderful, man. Beautiful, beautiful. I loved it. I loved it.
Spit that body of shit, man.
Yes.
Tell
I've been there with the cinnamon stick. Yes.
I was right there.
All right, boom. You took us all to the block, baby. We appreciate that. You brought a lot of fans out of that memory, right? Which is tactile, which smells like something, which tastes like something, which feels like something, right? So we appreciate you for bringing us back to the Bronx with that one. All right. For another artist who is often bringing us these smells and tastes of the world, Generalissimo, Brian, please unmute yourself. So good to see you in the room.
Well, I would just want to say, Tony, that was like an Oscar-winning short film that I want to see. I mean, I can see that movie happening and traveling around this country. It just was a beautiful visual, sensory experience that poem was. So thank you for that. And let's see what I have for you tonight, Ray J. The first is called On the Other Side of a Good Night's Sleep. When I was young, when I slept on my back before I began to snore, I always slept through the night. I never needed an alarm clock. I'd fall asleep with my hand on the center of my barely there chest. The rhythm of my breath as my chest rose and fell became a Zen lullaby before I was capable of knowing the meaning of the word Zen. As I got older, I started sleeping on my side. Because I slept on my side, I lost my lullaby. Because I sleep on my side, I tend to toss and turn and kick the sheets off the bed. For me, a normal night's sleep can lead to pulling the upper right-hand contour sheet corner from the bed. Then again, normal for me has proven to be a word that exists on a very arbitrary spectrum. There are occasional nights that I sleep unerratically. Though those nights tend to not be the norm, the mornings after such nights provide me with hope that normalcy can exist in my life. But when those proverbial moments of Zen happen, I wonder if normalcy is something I actually want. And the next poem I actually wrote, and Ray Jane's recent Cycles workshop. Thank you, Ray Jane, for being an amazing facilitator. There is no place on earth where natural disasters don't happen. There was a time I found no shelter in my skin. The sun promised me a tan that never came to fruition. So I walked around with redness that peeled away like a poorly constructed roof in a Category 1 hurricane. I tried frozen tea bags to remove the sting from my cheeks, but all such remedies are temporary at best and often lead to immunity from their effects. While everyone lives in their skin from birth to death, we all shed it over and over again because we are always moving on in life, whether we want to or not, because our bodies are U-Haul trucks that don't beep when we decide to back up. I have two more pieces that I actually wrote, and Nick Paleologos' recent workshops, and they I can get to the beginning of the first one. They are untitled. My soul lives in a haunted house called the past. There are memories that are unwhole for various reasons. There are memories that have dissipated into atmosphere. Other people remind me that of that I don't remember. I wonder if they were too inconsequential or too triggering. The answers rarely surface. Then there are memories that only exist in nightmares, never feeling quite real until I wake with my heart racing to escape my chest, yet when it crosses the ribbon at the finish line, the ribbon is an industrial rubber band that sends me flying back to where I started lying on my back, breathing myself back to sleep. And this next one, Nick was talking about how, no hate speech allowed, and we, all us hosts, give some version of that speech. And so this is about hate speech. Once upon a time, there was a creature called hate. Hate looked unassuming and boring. Though hate was filled with piss and vinegar, it had no odor. Hate whispered ideas into strangers' ears and tattooed opinions into thoughts with ink composed of microscopic contagion, further spreading itself through words spoken and written. But hate must be taught. Hate can be overcome. People who spread hate are people who feel they must answer their own defeats with words to cause defeat amongst others. And as their hate multiplies, they never defeat their need to defeat because they thought they were fighting for a cause, but never had a cause in the first place. Their mirrors are manufacturers of masks that pile one on top of another till all the weight of all the masks and all the hate suffocates their ability to breathe. And though that person's hate dies with that person, it exists as tattoos and masks among acolytes who will need to overcome and defeat their hate before it suffocates their own existences. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for all those beautiful pieces, Generalissimo. Please make sure you follow him and also pay attention, to the folks that are giving these wonderful workshops, including the real Nick P. and The Word is Right. There are a lot of places to go to be inspired. Please unmute yourself and give Brian some love.
Brian, you are amazing.
That's Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
Beautiful, beautiful, Brian. Beautiful.
Fantastic. Well done, Brian, man.
Excellent, excellent work. You all have been really spectacular this evening. So much great storytelling and sharing of your hearts. We appreciate you for showing up and showing out because you really didn't have to. So thank you for being here. And our good luck round will be after Xanadu. So I remind you, everybody has 3 minutes to share. Okay, so we try to get everybody up in there, and the good luck round will be going up shortly. It's actually pretty full, okay? So we're going to try and get everybody in. In the meantime, Xanadu, take it away.
Thank you. Okay, well, it's always nice to see you too, Reggie. Since the Ukrainian people have won the Sakharov Prize, and since you may still be supporting Ukrainian people, I will start with a pan-futurist quote from Semenko. Semenko, very famous Ukrainian poet, and the line goes like this: near a fountain in a sleepy square, a maniac was desolately moving his broken lips. Yeah, the last dramatization we don't see that often, maybe in places that have no war. But then now I will read the next chapter of Semiotropics from London and Cuba. Yeah, to the back is again Mona Lisa of Cuba. It's still a very fascinating country. And but from London I will read Tiepolo. Yeah, Tiepolo, very famous Rococo painter, which we can read and see as an abstract abstract artist, in fact, like this Tiepolo allegory of colors. Venus in firing yellow cape has Aeneas inscribed by winged time seated on a rock, while three graces and doves wedge on from chariot of clouds, finding time in blue, caressing the baby. And Cupid makes it to Rococo time, supported by a red of quiver of arrows, light and nature, seeming softly to apparent emphasis of colors. Well, yeah, it was not about colors, but you can read it as a kind of abstract, colorful painting. And then irises again, Monet. Monet updated by museum lighting to the top. It may show irises in abstract expressionism of green, brown, and blue, which allows for multiple figurations according to, they say, they said, emotion as raw as depiction is vague. And then a tropical naivism, Henri Rousseau, 1891, surprised, also in National Gallery in London. Far beyond local forms of naivism to nativism, Rousseau succeeds in catching jungle tropics by portraying tiger, cacophony of flora, and suggesting of reality, of wind to horizon, of blown branches to low trees and brushes that cover up presence of tiger to human danger, where it won't necessarily be surprised at all. Well, and then from Cuba, or it could be actually from anywhere, Leda and the Swan. Yeah, Leda and the Swan, how to see a sculpture, this time sculpture of Leda and the Swan nowadays, portrayed in double sonetto, a semiotropical update. Yeah, motto, whoever lied with the beast shall surely be put to death, from Exodus, King James version. Okay, so how can we see Lena and the Swan nowadays? Voluminous as a real swan, it captures the moment of capture of a swan by human is not always kind. But hermeneutics may transform iconography to love affair of Leda playing with Olympian swan, nearly kissing his beaks, prelude to ancient and medieval divine mythological rape, doubly immaculate conception, bearing two pairs of offspring. Guan Gosé Sicre, so the artist portraying now well-known from Revolt of Outdoors, Gosé Martí Hubris, temporarily reduced to indoors fanciful animal sculpture. From mythology to realism and back again, from revolution onto realism's carnivorous habits, being replaced by myth's animal-loving overtones. While erudition gets stuck in metaphors, the naive view survives on to 21st century. That's not to say the naive view is to be preferred from any point of view, but naivism for whose matter. So there was a portrayal of Juan José Sicre, his 1926 Leda and the Swan, in bronze in Museo de Bellas Artes de Cuba, Arte Cubana, Havana, and United Nations flexitarianism. So I guess what you can learn from this sculpture is that we should be kind to animals and neither kill Leda nor the swan.
Thank you so much, Xanadu.
Yeah. Animal kindness, animal welfare. That's where it is about these days too. Yeah. And I hope you keep on supporting Ukraine. Yeah. Well, because I was in an open mic and they supported Russia. So I had prepared something from Semenko again, but I could change it to Tolstoy in the last moment.
I hear you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, thank you, Xanadu. Thank you for that reminder. Please unmute yourselves and give Xanadu some love.
Nice work, man.
Slava Ukraine.
Good piece of work. Good piece of work. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Such as heart disease. Thank you so much for that, and certainly can't speak for every person in this room, but it's definitely a Ukraine thing over here in this house. All right. So everybody's entitled to their own opinion and positions, but where I stand is pretty clear. All right. We thank you for all reminders. Thank you for keeping the truth in your mouth as poets, as creatives. Right, and not being afraid to be a little political, if you will, which is really just human, in a human world with a human experience, right? All right, so we have made it to the good luck round. All right, we did it, and the good luck round is a long list. So we're gonna try and get everybody in. For those of you who are asking to get on the good luck round, it's still kind of busting a little bit. But if we look like we have a little time at the end, we'll try to get you on as well. First person up is Moonsif. Please unmute yourselves. Good to see you.
Hey, good to see everyone. It's really nice to be back. I have two pieces. One is super short, so I'll start with that first. It's called Fear Inoculum. When your fears come knocking, coax your mind to share a piece of itself instead of trying to shove them out. Get them seated, make conversation, smoke a joint with the eldest among them, and listen. This so that the next time they visit, maybe you can all raise a toast to growth. Maybe then your mind won't be a tree stuck in forest fires of change anymore. Thank you. And then the second piece is something I wrote as part of a workshop. It's called Rare Earth Element. 4 minutes to the alarm, my eyes snap open. Lizard brain recoiling at the thought of another day spent loathing my job. Grounding myself, I turn to my totem. She lies still in slumber, streaky sunrays waltzing upon her cheeks. Her head twitches, engrossed in that midsummer morning dream, playing between walls that are the color of her favorite bubble tea. Her dream world is simple. A pop banger with a billion plays, not like mine, with its rodeo of riffs talking about Armageddon. But today is not the end of the world, so I tuck back in next to her and let my mind's Rolodex pick another dream, knowing that when the world does stop turning, I'll drive away with her, my rare earth element, dozing off in the front seat right next to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Moonsef. Those were both beautiful pieces. Please unmute yourself. Give them some love.
Whoa.
Beautiful.
Beautiful lyricism, man.
Oh yeah, Moonsef, yeah.
Got the lyricism there, man.
You got the message.
Smoking a joint.
Rare earth element.
That freaked me out too. Smoking a joint with your fears. Come on, boom. How much would that fix for us? You just put the whole blueprint on the table for us. Now we understand. We thank you for pushing and challenging us, right? To not run away from the scary things that make us human. Thank you for showing up and for choosing to share. We appreciate you. All right, next person up who will be sharing screen with us. Oh, you're welcome for the love. Make sure you put that message in the everyone part of the chat too, because you know I already follow you. So make sure you get the rest of your followers too. Next person up is Julian Matthews. Please unmute yourself.
Hi. Just share screen.
Yeah, you've been made co-host. Go ahead, do your thing.
Oh. This is called Monsters Unincorporated. I am the Loch Ness Monster without a lock or a key to latch onto. I am Bigfoot without footprints in my mouth, yet I exist. I am a werewolf in mid-shapeshift, howling off-key, throwing shade in moonshadow. I am the unicorn in your garden that ate all your tulips and roses and lilies that led you to the end of the rainbow without pot. I'm a dragon with extinguished fire breath and swishing tail that turned out to be a rabbit without a hat to disappear into. I'm a centaur with a middling paunch, horsing around with 2-cent opinions, not a dollar to my name. Some days I imagine I'm a mythical beast worthy of your searching, hidden in a treasure-laden cavern of your dreams, a Pegasus traipsing across your night sky. Most days I'm a fairy tale with a twisted ending, A blue genie who has run out of wishes, a troll drowning under your bridge, a faun who has lost his way, a Cheshire cat fading in your tree until only my sheepish grin remains, your laughter, a choir of one in my echo chamber, and all the monsters inside my head have all gone to bed awaiting the wake-up call from a charming, spellbound therapist. The next one is called The Beach. I found this fish along the beach. I was only hoping to find some seashells as souvenirs to take home, but instead I came upon your wreckage on my shore. You are no mermaid, for I know mermaids are mythical creatures, nor a beached whale that somehow lost your way and needed refloating. Neither a leaky ship that ran aground, nor a hungry refugee to be rescued, but you were trouble, seemingly gasping for air, salty-tongued sirens sounding alarms. These days it's hard to tell a performance from a lived-in truth. All the world's a stage and every player's in search of a benefactor. Maybe I should have stuck to my shady corner and watched the sun drown in a watery swoon, see the tide fiercely come in and ever gently retreat with the pull of a blind moon, let the wind caress my face, sound its last thrills, then bow out, fade away like orchestral applause. I should have hid at home alone. The mere memory of those lit moments enough, instead of searching for tangible keepsake, something to preserve in a mason jar or jangle in my pocket. I tried to play an angel treading water and air to unravel your butterfly tangles. Now I'm bereft, having failed this final test. An hourglass flipped over by unseen hands, my right eye clouded over, my mouth left agape, filled only with your thankless sand. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful work. Oh my goodness. Please unmute yourself. Let Julian.
That was
Oh my
absolutely
God, that was
amazing.
excellent. I love the
You're a
slide.
fine artist, Julian. You're Absolutely
Gorgeous.
amazing. Wow.
Follow that cat.
That's some serious stuff right there.
Yeah.
Slide shows.
Really
Whoa.
amazing stuff.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Everybody away. All I hear is, whoa, whoa, look at that, my gun. That was wonderful. Thank you for taking the extra step to share screen. It always adds a little bit more to the experience. We appreciate being able to follow your words visually and audio as well. We appreciate you. Thank you for being here, Julian. All right, next person up is the admirable one, Cynthia Garcia. We're glad that you made it into the room. Please unmute yourself and go ahead and do your thing.
Hi, everybody. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this realm. Oh my God, I'm very, very inspired. I just want to write, but I'll share first and then I'll write later. Okay, so this one's called Summer Love Delight. I know we're in fall, but whatever. I'm still thinking about summer. Okay. Laugh and share this time with me. Let me indulge in your happiness. Gravitate to your willingness. Love me with every intent of keeping it alive. Let's enjoy the time we have with one another. Walk in the rain with me. Wash every pain we've ever encountered with the sweetness of summer rain. I can honestly say that one day I do see myself with you. And all I can do is think about pleasing you and loving you. All in all, I just want to experience you. Not just a piece of you or a percentage of you. I want all of you with no holding back. No regrets at the end, just sweet nothings and summer loving. Come take a chance with me. Give me the opportunity to show you everything. I am willing to offer. Let us watch the sunset, stare in each other's eyes the way we would watch the aurora. Have me devote my time with you. Trust you with all of my being and give you the endless expectations of what a wife is supposed to be. Let me cater to you like none other. Have you in a trance that you are not willing to wake up from. Let me please you with summer love delight and ride off in the wind like your superhero. Let me save you from yourself. Have me take you in and take care of you like if you were in a foster home. I give you nutrients and physically make sure you are okay. I want to love you like summer loves autumn and winter looks forward to spring because I am sprung on you. I don't want to look no more. I'm into you. What do you say? Are you in this the same way I'm towards you? I guess we'll just have to wait and see, wander off in the darkness until the light comes up because like we already know, this is just the start of a summer love delight. Thank you.
That's all right. You can still be holding on to summer. It was just there. It was just right there. It was just right there. It's okay. Please unmute yourselves and give the admirable one some love.
Beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Oh,
Very
love
good.
story. People fall in love. Telling you
good.
exactly like that. Dope, admirable. Dope.
Hey, listen, people wrote whole songs about that. Y'all remember Carl Thomas with them dope sweaters, you know, the fall sweater? You know what I'm saying? He said a whole thing about that summer rain. You know how it goes, warm and beautiful. Appreciate you for reminding us not too far away from summer to still feel those vibes, all right? Next person up to bring us some vibes and some inspiration is Ngoma, the OG in the building with us. Let's see what instrument he's going to share. Will it just be his voice? Who knows? We're excited and we're in. Please unmute yourself. Welcome back to the space, my brother.
Greetings and salutations. How y'all doing? So, does it matter if I do a cover or not?
Doesn't matter at all. It's your time.
Well, I don't own the copyright. But anyway, first a quick poem from the book. I didn't come here to tap dance. The poem is a poem in response to the question, what kind of music do you play? Swallow sweet sound like quinine, dog-faced blues, music junkies, a quiet taste for flatted fifths, reggae skanking, bubbling bass, funk in your face, ghost of Hendrix, defiant strings, ragamuffin style, heartbeat Nayabingi, diaspora sound for the melanin-enhanced jungle dance on concrete, unboxable improvisational freestyle, buck wild. Music notation can't chart this, culture bandits can't steal this, it's too real for a Memorex. We string scientists do voodoo mathematics on your ear hole. Funk so deep, Grammys can't judge stolen blues from Mali to Memphis. Cypher spinning on and on from bebop to hip hop. Eternity's too short for this rhyme. In future time, only the righteous can sing this song, sing this song, sing this song. So I'm gonna sing something, but it's not gonna be reggae. As I've traveled, especially like in third world countries, like in the Caribbean and Africa, I find that a lot of people think that all Americans are rich. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Okay, so I'm going to do this cover. The cover is it's called A Ballad of Hollis Brown. It was written by what's wrong with me? Bob Dylan. Hollis Brown, he lived on the outside of town. Hollis Brown, he lived on the outside of town with his wife and 5 children in his cabin falling down. He looked for work and money, walked a ragged mile. Looked for work and money, yes, walked a ragged mile. His children are so hungry, they don't know how to smile. Your baby's eyes look crazy, they're tugging at your sleeve. Your baby's eyes look crazy now, they're tugging at your sleeve. You walk the floor and wonder why, with every breath you breathe. Rats have got your flower, bad blood has got your mare. Rats have got your flower, bad blood has got your mare. Is there anyone that knows? Is there anyone that cares? You pray to the Lord above, oh please send you a friend. Pray to the Lord above, please send you a friend. Your empty pockets tell you now, you ain't got no friends. Your babies are crying louder, it's pounding on your brain. Your babies are crying louder now, it's pounding on your brain. Your wife screams and stabbing you like the dirty driving rain. Your grass, it is turning black, there's no water in your well. Your grass is turning black, there's no water in your well. You spent your last lone dollar on 7 shotgun shells. Way out in the wilderness, a cold coyote calls. Way out in the wilderness, a cold coyote calls. Your eyes fix on a shotgun that's hanging on your wall. Your brain is a bleeding and your legs can't seem to stand. Your brain is a bleeding and your legs can't seem to stand. Your eyes fix on the shotgun that you're holding in your hand. There's 7 breezes are blowing all around the cabin door. There's 7 breezes are blowing all around the cabin door. 7 shots ring out like the ocean's pounding roar. There's 7 people dead on a South Dakota farm. There's 7 people dead on a South Dakota farm. Somewhere in the distance there's 7 new people born.
Yes, thank you, Ngoma. Please unmute yourself and give him some love.
From the bottom of a dry well.
Oh my God.
Surprising. Always surprising.
Beautiful.
Dude.
That's beautiful.
Everything.
Thank you. Oh.
Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you for that. Always giving us a hell of a performance. Okay, we thank you for utilizing all your gifts to share with us. Always surprising us, right, Musef? I know, right? We don't never know what to expect, but it's always good on this side. So thank you, Ngoma, for being here. We appreciate you. All right, next person up is Vale, bringing us the purple hair. Come on, we are here for it. Please unmute yourself, do your thing.
Oh, real quick, Ngoma, Baba Ngoma, you just sent your links to me instead of to the general chat. I just wanted to let you know. Hi. Sorry, I had to recenter myself after that. Hi. It's good to see you. I was just thinking before Ngoma went that I was glad I didn't have to follow Julian. And now I have to follow that instead. So I don't know if that's better. Okay, 2 shorter poems today. Real quick, my news is my play that some of you may have heard the radio play version on Fincabulary, Words of the Prophets. I turned it into a stage play, and it's premiering at the Cell Theater on 6th Street in Chelsea in April. So I'm very excited about that. Okay, this first poem is about Ukraine. A draft for the Dodgers. They see a man stand in the wreckage of another of his cities. They hear him say, "Please help us." They say to him, "Stop hitting yourself. Why do you keep hitting yourself?" I am undone by the unconsidered brutality of cowards with guns. When did morality become a spiked chain and not the softness we give to each other? How did history become a weapon instead of something we learn from and rectify? When did you all rejoice to see that a bloodied face can look like a target? That's essentially my response to all of the Americans who love Russia right now. And yeah. And this is in honor of this day, in honor of anti-bullying measures for LGBT youth. And that's a very important cause to me. I am trans. Not trans like tranny. Not trans like freak. Not trans like groomer. Not trans like hate. Trans like opening. Trans like embrace. Trans like progress. Trans like wholeness. Trans like when I asked my mother, why can't I be both? All the sides and everything in between. I was 4 years old. She seemed confused by my question. Trans like seeing myself in everyone. Each girl, each boy, each young, each old, every face and facet felt like part of me, or at least like I was part of it. Trans like when I wished to stop time. They grew like fears, like an iron maiden encasing me, hiding my body and all its potential under the weight of the world's regard. Some worship, some scorn, but always toward them, their gravity, pulling myself out of shape. Trans, like the first time I said, no, I will not wear those clothes anymore. The ones that feel like plastic costumes and purple face paint when I put them on. The ones that show them something I am not. I will not do that. Like the first time I said, yes, I love the way I look with my neck bare, my jawline softly solid, my eyes bright and stark in the high-browed expanse of my revealed face. Yes, I love seeing my whole body, entire and extending from my neck to feet like a unified body, and not one split by incongruous ranges. I am trans in removing, I have revealed. I am trans like a world where the world sees you instead of burying you. I am trans like looking in every direction but the one you are facing for years, for a lifetime nearly, and then finding that all that was needed was to release the tension, relax, and be.
Yeah. Woo! Both of those pieces tremendous, and first and foremost, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
So exciting. That is so exciting. Please unmute yourself and give Vail some love.
Congratulations
Oh,
on the play and everything.
man. Always great to hear your work.
Thank you,
That was
Vail.
great.
Man, you just
That was awesome.
explained
Stand up
so
for the love.
much.
Stand up
Brave,
for the love.
very brave.
Ooh.
We thank you for showing up in all that makes you unified as a human person, as a human being, as an entity that deserves space wherever you arrive. And that is so dope. Okay, a play. That's amazing. Please make sure you put your information in the chat so the folks can find you so that we can support you. That is huge. No part of that is small. And we are so happy for and with you for that. That's wonderful. All right, cool. I see all the information is in there. If you don't already follow Vail, please get your life together. please, please get your life together, okay? Because it's nothing but inspiration jumping out of there, okay? Please, we love it. We thank you for being here. You'll be headed to NYC, yes, and we will be happy to welcome you when you get here, all right? Next poet up on the mic is Kenneth W. Please unmute yourself. Welcome.
Oh, thanks to be here. June, thank you for hosting.
Kenneth, you're a little bit low. It kind of sounds like you're underwater a little bit.
Okay, I have a headphone on, so I'm going to be sharing a song. Without any further ado, it's a sound voice sing along, so I'm going to be singing it. And here we go.
Cuánto me bendice tu amor sin condición, aún con todo lo que hice, tu gracia me arropó y cambiaste mi corazón, viniste a tomar control de todos mis pasos. Hoy tengo tu razón, cambiaste mi corazón, viniste a tomar control de todos mis pasos. Ya no vivo yo, solo tú. Ya no vive aquel por el cual yo sufrí. Ya no vivo yo, solo tú. Yo tomé la cruz, te miré y te seguí. Y preparas la mesa delante de todo lo que siempre me quiso herir. Me sientas en ella, no importa si fui de lo menospreciado y lo vi. Miras de dónde vengo, cambiaste mi rumbo, cambiaste mi mente, mi vida, cambiaste mi mundo y cambiaste mi corazón. Viniste a tomar control de todos mis pasos. Hoy tengo tu razón, cambiaste mi corazón. Viniste a tomar control de todos mis pasos. Ya no vivo yo, solo tú. Ya no vive aquel por el cual yo sufrí. Ya no vivo yo, solo tú. Yo tomé la cruz, te miré y te seguí. Mis manos quedaron limpias y mi corazón es puro. Sin falsedad y sin engaño, camino contigo seguro. Guárdame y líbrame, jamás soy avergonzado. Mi aflicción ya se fue, todo lo has cambiado. De todos mis pasos. De todos mis pasos. Y cambiaste mi corazón, viniste a tomar control de todos mis pasos. Hoy tengo tu razón, cambiaste mi corazón, viniste a tomar control de todos mis pasos. Ya no vivo yo, solo tú. Ya no vive aquel por el cual yo sufrí. Ya no vivo yo, solo tú. Yo tomé la cruz, te miré y te seguí. Y de modo que si alguno está en Cristo, nuevas criaturas. Te amo, Jesús.
Hey, all right. You brought us a party, Kenneth. Okay, please unmute yourself. Give Kenneth some love.
Oh, Kenneth.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Amazing.
Straight
Very
up.
nice.
Come through with all that.
Yes, we love the vibes, you know. It doesn't take much to move us in the room, you know. So my shoulders was like, okay, we partying, say less. All right. We thank you for bringing us some music and some energy, some reason to dance throughout the show. We thank you for being here, Kenneth, and we hope that you return with your sounds in tow. We appreciate you. All right. See, I'm still going, guys. You get me started, it's gonna be hard to get me to stop. You know what I'm saying? It gets dangerous around here. All right. Next person up is Christopher Robin with the haircut. I see you. I see you. I see you. Please unmute yourself and do your thing.
Yeah, the haircut's all burn bridges, which she couldn't make it tonight, but that's it's all her. So yeah, so the last, I think a time or two ago when I read it, I was like, I gave my Insta at the end and I was like, I don't have any like very much poetry though. It's my regular just kind of post thing. Later that night I looked at it and was like, actually a lot of it is explicitly poetry. And then I looked at the ones that weren't and I was like, if I just put different spaces in here, some of these are poems. And so that got me thinking. I pulled one because this I wrote as a social media post, but then I changed just spacing and how I kind of paced it. I was like, you know what? Now it's a poem. So this one's called Reborn. I always thought I'd die at 27 in 2012. Apocalypse and Forever 27 Club, sign me up. Turns out that'd be the year I'd hear non-binary used as a gender for the first time. The first time I'd meet someone who used they and them pronouns, who wasn't a boy or a girl or a man or a woman, and who didn't want to be. Turns out that wasn't the year I'd die. It was the year I was reborn. That was the first one. And then this one I just recently wrote as a playing with what are the boundaries of art or word art. This one I wrote as a like, I just want to make myself write a few words on paper just to remind my brain to write. And I wasn't expecting anything to come of it, but I thought it was fun. So it's called I'll Stop. I want to write, but my cat's saying enough is enough by laying on my chest in a way that makes writing very hard. And now my pen's running out of ink and the Adderall that got me through the day is fading just as the stars do because the sun will be up soon. Okay, I do need sleep. But now the ink's flowing again and the cat has fallen asleep with my arms free and my brain really doesn't want to stop. But why not? If I know I need rest, why do I resist? Am I afraid of the still quiet moments before sleep descends or that maybe tonight she won't come at all? Nah. It's not fear, it's love. Love for the still quiet moments of the night and the lines of thought and of flight that can only open in shadow. Someday maybe I'll become fully nocturnal, but for now life requires otherwise. And so, reluctantly, I'll stop. Thank you, and I'll throw my Insta in there without the caveat this time.
Don't stop. Don't ever stop. Don't ever stop. Thank you for being here. And please let us know where to find you in the chat.
Really beautiful stuff.
Brave
stuff.
Thank you. Thank you for being you.
Nice haircut.
So keep coming through with that heat.
Yes. We feeling it. We feeling it. Please tell Burn Bridges, very good. Very good. The family is approving of the skills with a Z, you know, for poetic license and all of that. Love it. All right. Thank you for being here and for sharing yourself as always. All right. Next person up is Michael. I know you are here. I saw you. We've been conversing through the evening. Where are you? I'm gonna find you. Oh, got you, found you. Please unmute yourself and do your thing.
Hi, everyone. I'm actually going to be in character for these reads. So, and it's a bit after darkish. Sensitive ambition. I love the feeling of silk that runs through my fingers when trickling down my smooth, moist body to reach the area of pleasure that takes you to heights that feel unimaginable, the chills that creep up to make you explore, feeling for the next, to take your breath away, only to touch the excitement that awaits, to hit your ceiling when having the sensation that applies from your tips, feeling that last hit as you regain from climax to sink in softness of the scent of your lotion on the cloud of tomorrow. And the next one that I will be reading is, see if I can find it. Lustful keep. I see him every day. Never I change my feeling. My body craves for his name, wanting to have him inside. Scream a song of pleasure. Press my body, make my flower become a fountain. I must divert away. However, if I do, I will open gates of heat, of uncontrollable leaks. For no embarrassment and uncontrollable draw of attention, I'll move myself to where I cannot be seen, but to no avail, where I have been found by the man in my arms where my body wants to be. To have him take me away, close my leaks, to break me into two, to scream his name in accumulation. And the very last one, I think I'm on, how many, I got 1 minute, right? The very last one to end is Cry My Name. Isley's is the tone setter. Candles, the mood temperature. Rose petals from romantic vibes. Silk red sheets for an uncomfortable night. Crawling in bed is my weapon of lust. Belly dance as I stand, forcing you to cuss. You like me? As you say to all others, you do. You want me? I believe in between me, I slide up for you to lie down. Feel my hands slowly creep up your legs. Shiver from my touch, bite your lip to complete my kiss. Ready for the main course? Of course you are. Like what you see? Then you're going to love this. Bob with me as I go up and down to the rhythm of the beat. Look into my eyes as you moan to my sexual setup. Struggle to stand when you finish the song, but I will not stop until you cry my name. Thank you.
Oh, I know that's right. Thank you for introducing us to Miss Stello and all of those lines. We are so here for it. Let me make my flower become a fountain is definitely a line that we love in the chat. So make sure you see there for the rest of the love for you. And please, everybody, unmute and give Miss Stello some love. After dark. Woo!
Oh, come through. My bed is a weapon of lust. Let's go.
Whoa.
Boy. Okay, see, y'all have to stay ready at the New Year. You have to stay ready because you just never know. We're going to take it up several notches on you. And you're just going to be mesmerized, as we all are by you, Miss Stello. Thank you for bringing us your artistry. We love it. And for being brave, right? And human in your sensuality, because we all have a right to be. That's what's up. All right, last person on the good luck round who we made it is Aisha Simon, who I know is going to be sharing screen with us. I'm going to ask you to unmute and Advocate, if you don't mind making her co-host so we can get into her poetry.
Hey there, beautiful people.
Hey, hey, hey.
All right, let me share my screen.
I think we just need to make you a co-host.
Well, in the meantime, while we're doing that, I just want to say thank you for having me. I'm honored to be able to be on this platform and actually honored to be able to listen to the artistry that's here. So I thank you and I appreciate every single one of you guys that were on here that I got to hear tonight. And I apologize for everybody that I missed, but I've been missing you guys so much on Thursdays. I started a new job and just been all over the place, but I really missed this space and I'm appreciative for the space and the place.
Right. We love you. We're glad to have you back with us. I'm sorry, I think Advocate might have stepped away for a second. So I just messaged him to make you co-host so that we can. Oh, there we go. Boom. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you. So I'm going to be sharing this. This is in honor of in October, domestic violence awareness. And so this is my ode to domestic violence. Let's see. On. Okay, start broadcast. Okay.
All you see is tip, protruding, standing erect, a thing of beauty. Its harm perceivably minimal from a distance, a wonder of the world. It drifts, breaks, moves, floats through. With time and compression, its mass compounds despite seasonal change. There's a whole story below the surface. He and she, him seen by some as charming, handsome, her charismatic and beautiful on the surface. Pleasantries of speech and action, smiles seen, kind words heard, invitations delivered, presentations of a perfect couple. See, all you see is tip, with sometimes eruptions amass. Icy cold-heartedness, vile words slip, shoves, blows, bites, monstrosity of thought and deed, vulgarity brews beneath. Seething becomes evident, no longer hidden nor unseen. Icebergs, where all you see is the tip, protruding, standing erect, a thing of beauty. Its harm perceivably minimal until you dive, until you open your eyes, until you're the Titanic and suffer the hit. Beautiful work, Aisha. Thank you so much. You know, we love it when you share those visuals with us. Please let everybody unmute so we can get that love for you. Please unmute yourselves and give Aisha some love.
Strong words. Beautiful words.
Dope work, Aisha.
Nice
Appreciate you
flow.
sharing that with us.
That's beautiful.
Yes, so we are glad to have you. We know the real world will grab you sometimes, right? Work and otherwise. So we never hold it against you for not being able to be here. We are glad when you get here. You're always right on time. Thank you for choosing to share. And shout out to all of y'all, all right, for being here. You could have been anywhere else, including your bed, which I always say because it's always true. But you decided to be here with us. every Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern. I am your host for the Thursday night online open mic. My name is Ray Jane. That's RayJane. And we are so grateful to have all of you artists blessing this space with your good energy, with your inspiration, with things for us to celebrate with you, with things for us to follow and lift with you, for you, always about you. This place is for love, and we thank you for filling the space with that love. So as always, the last way that we leave the room is the way that we come into the room, and that's with love. So I will be unmuting you, giving you an opportunity to shout that love, that inspiration, what you want your community to know, into the atmosphere, and I will be counting down from 10, with 10 things I want you to take with you for the rest of your week, and until we see each other again next Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, here with the New Eureka Poets Cafe. And our beloved advocate of words will take us out of here once we hit that 1. So please unmute yourself. Feel free to yell into the atmosphere. We thank you for being here.
Yes, everyone.
So give it up for
yourselves
one
up.
of the
Pick yourselves
dopest
up.
hosts in the Zoom verse.
Media Matthews.
Queen herself, Thunder
Thank
Love,
you, Ray
Peace and love to all the poets who came tonight.
Well done, everyone.
Appreciate your energy. Y'all incredible, man.
Nothing but
Makes
love.
this thing go. Truly. Each and every week. Truly. Poet Talk in the building. Shout out Japan. You know, listen, this is what we do. This is what we're here for. I truly appreciate all of y'all. Love y'all, man. Peace.
On believing in yourself, even if nobody else does too. If you don't know where to find the love, you already found it. 1, give what you hope to receive, and your life will be full of everything you need. Peace to y'all. Love y'all. See y'all next time.